สิ่งที่ทำให้ธนาคารกรามีนหรือว่าธนาคารหมู่บ้านเพราะกรามีนแปลว่าหมู่บ้านแตกต่างจากธนาคารพาณิชย์อื่นๆก็อยู่ที่หลักการค่ะยิ่งคนจนเขายิ่งอยากจะให้กู้ยิ่งจนยิ่งอยากให้กู้จริงๆนะคะเพราะว่าขั้นต่ำเลยของเงินที่จะสามารถมากู้ยืมได้คือ 5,000 ทากาคิดเป็นเงินไทยก็ประมาณ 2,500 บาทแถมยังไม่ต้องมีการค้ำประกันใดๆทั้งสิ้นไม่มีการมาเซ็นสัญญากันด้วยจะไม่มีการฟ้องร้องกันเพราะว่าเขาใช้สัญญาทางใจความซื่อสัตย์ความไว้เนื้อเชื่อใจว่าคนที่กู้ไปเดี๋ยวยังไงเขาก็ต้องคืนเงิน Talking about microcredit what really interests me is that you don't need collateral and you don't sign any legal papers basically you don't have any punishment in that contract between the bank and the borrower how can it work out
Why you do payback is a very simple thing because I need the money. I don't want to close the door. If I don't pay back, I cannot get any more money because I cannot take a loan unless I paid back my previous loan. And I think the basic factor is keep the door open, number one. Number two, excitement of achieving things because for poor people, not much excitement about achievements because there is very little to achieve because you have nothing. With this little money, you are planning something, you are executing that and you get the result. When the result is positive, most of the time it is positive, you get very excited. You are actually exploring your own self, your own creativity, your own self-worth.
การกู้ของเขาเนี่ยไม่ต้องมีหลักค้ำประกันนะคะไม่ต้องมีใครมาเซ็นอะไรให้ยุ่งยากแต่เขาใช้วิธีว่ามากู้กันเป็นระบบเป็นหมู่คณะเช่น5คนขึ้นไปแล้วก็มากู้ถ้าเกิดใครคนใดคนหนึ่งในกลุ่มนี้เบี้ยวไม่จ่ายที่เหลือก็จะไม่มีวันได้กู้อีกเพราะฉะนั้นก็จะสร้างแรงกดดันว่าให้ช่วยดูแลกันให้ช่วยเหลือกันปรากฏว่าได้ผลนะคะเห็นแบบนี้อัตราการจ่ายคืนเนี่ยประมาณ 95-97%
นั่นสิ่งที่ทำให้คนทึ่งไงครับ
ใช่
ก็คิดว่าคนจนส่วนใหญ่ก็คงเบี้ยวมั้งหนีมั้งแต่ว่ายูนุสเนี่ยพิสูจน์ได้อย่างหนึ่งว่าถ้าคุณเชื่อใจในคนจนในคนที่ดิ้นรนและต้องการเงินกู้ไม่ได้จำนวนมากเลยครับเงินกู้จำนวนนิดเดียวที่เขาสร้างเนื้อสร้างตัวได้เนี่ยเขาจะคืนคุณทุกบาททุกสตางค์เพราะว่าเขารู้ว่าพอเขาคืนแล้วเขาสามารถจะกู้เพิ่มได้อีกงานก็จะขยายถ้าเขาเบี้ยวไม่จ่ายนี่เขาก็จะไม่มีโอกาสที่จะไปพูดจากับธนาคารนี้ได้อีก
Despite all of this though the repayment rate of Grameen Bank is almost 100%.
Almost, yes.
To me, as an outsider, it seems almost like a dream. How can someone just simply borrow some money and can repay it without any much default? How did you manage all that?
Bangladesh is a country where the usual culture in the banking sector is not to pay back money. So today we have reversed that culture. We created a culture where paying back is the culture. We do it through groups. We do it through the center, which is a group of women sitting together on a fixed date, fixed time, every week, so that you see each other and you feel you have self-respect. You don't want to lose your face in front of everybody else by not paying. So if you don't pay, everybody say, what happened to you? Why aren't you paying? You are doing okay. Why aren't you paying? So you don't want to face those questions.
เห็นบอกว่าลูกค้าส่วนใหญ่เป็นผู้หญิงเพราะว่าผู้หญิงเนี่ยจ่ายคืนแบงค์ซื่อตรงกว่าผู้ชาย
ถูกต้องค่ะ แน่นอนเลยค่ะเพราะว่าผู้หญิงเนี่ยนะคะถ้าเกิดว่าได้เงินมาแล้วเนี่ยก็จะดูแลกิจการของครอบครัวดูแลความเป็นอยู่ของลูกของสามีผู้ชายเนี่ยคือได้เงินไปแล้วเนี่ยเอาไปผลาญนะคะพูดง่ายๆเนี่ย
กินเหล้าพนันถู
กต้องเอาไปผลาญเนี่ยกว่าครึ่ง
เป็นอย่างนี้เหรอผู้ชายบางประเทศกับผู้ชายไทยนี่เหมือนกันเลยเหรอ
อุ้ยทั่วโลกละมั้งคะอาจจะเป็นแบบนี้ก็ได้นะคะก็เลยเพราะฉะนั้นส่วนใหญ่จะเน้นให้ผู้หญิง Why focus on women Men can be poor too.
Yeah, we started out with this very simple proposition, making women and men in a 50-50 way, because I have been arguing before I started that our banking system in Bangladesh is kind of tilted very oddly against women, because the borrowers of all those conventional banks are overwhelmingly men. Not even 1% of the borrowers happen to be women. So I said that is an unjust situation. So when I began, I wanted to make sure it's half and half, even. So that's what we were trying to do, and it was tough time trying to achieve that, because women said, no, not me. give it to my husband. I don't know what to do with money. I'll make a mess of it, and I'm scared of it, and so on. But we kept on arguing with her, trying to explain to her, encourage her, trying to remove the fears that she has in her mind about money. And it took us 6 years to bring it at that level, 50-50. Then we noticed that money that went to the family through women brought so much more benefit to the family than the same amount of money going to the family through men. Women immediately paid attention to their children if she has improved income. Men didn't do it that way. Men wanted to enjoy right away rather than wait for tomorrow and so on. He was very callous in handling money. Women were very cautious with the money. So we changed our policy. We said no more 50-50. We focus on women. Microcredit, that idea of Grameen Bank, when it is spread all over the world, microcredit became synonymous with credit for the poor women.
I don't know if you have this problem. This is a very common problem in Thailand, in my country. People borrow from the village fund. And then when it's time for them to pay back, they borrow from the loan sharks to pay it back. It's time to pay back the loan sharks, they borrow from some other banks to pay. So basically it's just one more way for them to get money. But in the end, they're still in total debt.
Yeah, it's possible, but we handle that issue in a different way. So in our case, we say if you can't pay, you are not a bad person. So don't feel guilty about it. So because not paying back is seen as a guilt, as a kind of something of dishonesty or something of breaking the promise and all those things. We said no, people have problems. You may have problem, any problem you cannot pay. We are not somebody to hurt you. We are somebody to help you. So we stand side by side with you. So you tell us you have a problem, and our job is to help you solve the problem. So how do I help you? Oh, my cow died. Oh, I couldn't do business last week. I was sick. I cannot pay you back this week. We say, it's okay. Now we reschedule your loan. We sit down and make a new payment schedule.
There are criticisms that in the end, microcredit to the poor borrowers, in the end, they would remain poor because they'll be caught in a debt trap. How would you respond to that?
Yeah, if you see microcredit as a debt, of course, that will be a debt trap. Debt is something that you cannot handle. Okay. Debt is something which doesn't bring you anything back. Debt is created by loans for consumption, because I used it up for my enjoyment or a social responsibility, like a funeral, like a wedding, like a celebration of a religious occasion. So you are using up the money. It didn't produce any income flow. So that's why you got into the debt trap. Now you took one debt and took another debt to repay the debt. So you are a cycle of debt. Our policy, our encouragement is for income generating activity. You must explain to your friends how you are going to make money by using this money. So from our side, what we see loan not as a debt, we see as an income generating weapon. So there is a difference between a debt and a weapon. It's a capital. It's not a consumption loan. It's a capital that you invest. So you are investing to make more money. So this money should get you much more money than you took. You pay back the loan, you pay back your interest, still you have some more left for yourself. Otherwise, why you go through this? And what happens to my weddings and my funerals, my birthday parties? What happened? Of course you will do that, but not eating up the capital. It's the income which you enjoy. That's why we added the savings. Every week, you put a little savings into your account so that it grows. When you need money, take it from your savings. Don't disturb your capital.